Oh, hello there, and welcome to my plaid shirt. And also new glasses, but that's beside the point. Anyway, you're here because you clicked on the title of the video. Nerf Guns! Wow! So original. But it's true. I bought more Nerf Guns. Yes, be disappointed. Ugh! Pain in my heart. But I gotta make videos. This is how I make videos, so yeah. Anyway, this video was originally going to be an unboxing video, but I had to test the weapons out first, so I threw the boxes away. Oh well. Anyway, I guess I'll just review everything I purchased since my newest channel trailer, which if you haven't seen yet, because I know I've gotten a recent influx of subscribers, better check it out, because I have quite the arsenal now, and you probably should know about it. Let's get started with the gun that I've used the most. The Tristrike. So as I said before, this is the Tristrike, and it's rather large in my opinion, but I'll get to that later after I tell you the externals and how this works. So anyway, if we move to the front, we have this gigantic barrel attachment, which you're probably confused about. Basically, barrel attachment is something that you can detach from any sort of weapon with this type of nozzle. All I can really say about it is that it's really heavy, and it shoots mega darts, which are different from elite darts, which is what the gun comes with. Basically, you just put it on top, lock it in, and boom, to use that, you just shoots a mega dart. You have mega darts securely put in there. Anyway, the main blaster itself is this guy with the green thing, and to prime it, you simply pull back the bolt, and then push forward the bolt. And then you can shoot one dart like that. It's perfect. This blaster comes with a 10 dart magazine with 10 white elite darts. It's pretty basic. And the rest of the blaster is this missile launcher, which is kind of weird because you have to put a missile on the front, pretty normal, but it's not primed by a trigger of any sort. It's this, where you have to push it, and the basically just launches. So it's kind of different, but it's very interesting. It's how it works, I guess. So this is the main blaster, the whole appeal to the gun. It's pretty small without any attachments, and it kind of looks like a pistol. So I'll just tell you the basic function of this gun. Like I said, you have to pull back the bolt and then push it forward, like demonstrated, and then you shoot one dart. Pretty simple. To get rid of this box magazine, that's what we call them, box magazines, you have to pull back the bolt, and then strike this little orange button here, and then grab the magazine. And then you take it out and insert a new one with more darts. I don't have any darts ready because I don't want to fire them at anything. But to load, simply just push it back in and then push the bolt forward and boom, simple. You might have also noticed this little orange tray up here, which is also accessed by pulling the bolt back and then sliding the lid. This is what we call an access door. Sorry, I was going to say access jam, and that's not what it's called. Basically, what this is it will clear any jams that are in this area. It fires the gun, so that would be helpful, and then just push it forward, and it should work. So you might have noticed also these two things. Those are iron sights. Basically, you just look down them, and it helps, I guess. Not really. Anyway, it has a stock attachment point, one tactical rail over here, and a front attachment point. Let me get into the Mega Dart shotgun type looking thing. So this is the Mega Dart thingy that attaches to the front of the blaster. Basically, you shove it on and you shoot Mega Darts. Simple as that. Basically, you push it forward and then... if you heard that, that's the air compression right inside of it. This stores 4 mega darts, and you can shoot them actually in rapid succession, which I'll show you in the firing later, trust me. And simply just go. Except The only problem is this is really heavy. Holding it like this, it kind of feels like it's 2 to 3 pounds, which isn't terrible, but when it's on the front of a gun and the stock doesn't really support it, it's kind of heavy. Other than that, it doesn't really do anything. Stores mega darts and you can shoot them. Simple as that. I guess I'll go on to the rocket launcher now. As I said before, this is a rocket launcher, and if you didn't already see, it has a front attachment point. A back attachment point, I meant. Sorry. Basically, you just put it on there, and boom, it's a launcher, rocket launcher, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. It also has a tactile rail if you want to put a sight or anything. You can also, if it's on the gun, you can also put a sight up there, but what's the point? Anyway, basically, you grab a mega dart, missile, whatever they're called, elite missile, mega missiles, whatever they're called, grab a missile, shove it in there, make sure it is, in there, and then pull this back, and it should fire. Air comes out of this little nozzle here, and it should throw the missile relatively far lengths, unless you do this, where it will kind of just flop in an arc, and it won't do too much. You might have noticed this gigantic weird cord thing. Basically, it's what powers the blaster. You pull this back, excuse me, the air goes through this, and that's how it fires. The air comes out, and boom, missile. Simple as that. Down to my opinion of the blaster, it is very, very interesting. It has an interesting mechanic with the bolt action, which is not normal. So most of them are top-loaded type weapons that you have to pull the trigger on the top instead of a bolt action, which is on the side. It's kind of interesting that it came with a 10-dart magazine. It's a bit weird. That's okay. So I only have like 2 major gripes with this blaster, and that's just me. It is actually really heavy. The front attachment with the rest of it is very uncomfortable to wield for long periods of time, and that goes on to my second point. This grip is kind of uncomfortable. For holding a gun for this long, you have to like switch your hands so you don't like break whichever one you're comfortable with using. I recommend switching your hands normally, unless the grip is comfortable to you, but that's just me, so I'll get on to the next gun, which is the Rapidstrike. So, oh boy, here's the second gun, and the only second gun that I bought. It's the Rapidstrike. Oh, wowza, Chris, that looks very sleek and elegant, so let me just go over the externals. And then my opinion. Pretty much the same thing as the Tristrike. First thing that you'll notice is that it has this very large clear clip. It's an 18-dart straight mag, which is clear, which is interesting because this is the only gun that has a clear magazine, I think. I don't know. Also, you might have realized these tactical rails. There are a ton of them. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tactical rails. That's kind of a lot. Especially for sights, you can have a grip down here, flashlight, whatever you want to put on your Nerf gun. But you might have noticed that it doesn't have a stock attachment point. It already has a stock built in, and guess what? It's adjustable! It's the best thing ever, and the only thing that I don't like about the stock is that you can't have it like halfway, because if you push in too hard, it snaps in. So that's a problem. You also might have noticed that the jam access door is right here, and it can be opened at any time, which is good, yeah. It's just a bit weird, because this is also a carrying handle. I guess that's understandable. So what I didn't tell you about this gun is that it's fully automatic, and it's battery fed. I'll get into the batteries later. Oh boy, basically you have to hold down this little rev trigger, that's what we call it, to actually, pull the regular trigger. So if I pull the regular trigger now, nothing will happen. Because you have to rev the gun. Since it takes batteries, and like I said, I'll get into that later, you need the batteries to run, and if you don't have batteries, then the gun won't fire because the mechanism inside will not work. So, like I said, the rev trigger, pull the trigger, pew pew pew, hold down the trigger, and guess what? It will keep firing in rapid succession. However, I do not recommend this since when I was testing this, the darts time and again started spinning around very oddly and would go in a weird arc downward instead of the normal arc up and over. Other than that, the release is right here for the magazine, which is different from the Tristrike, but isn't bad. Also, you can insert and take out the magazine whenever you like, since you don't have to prime the gun. Fantastic. Also, this gun has a sight already in it, if you could see that. It has these holes right here, and it also has this adjustable flip sight, which you can put up and down. This gun, personally, to me, looks like an M4, since it has the carry handle, and you can look down the sights like this. I recommend you look it down right here. That's why this giant weird thing is right here. So I'm going to rev the trigger and show you what I'm talking about. It's really loud. Okay, so if you hear that weird whirring sound, it's actually the access door. For some reason, the access door is not in correctly, so it will do that. I don't want to do the firing right now because it can get very, very loud when there's no darts in it. So that's basically it. Overall, my opinion, this blaster is very, very good. It is fully automatic, like I said, so you can just hold down the trigger, but you can also do it in burst fire, which is just pull the trigger whenever you want while still revving. The tactical rails are very useful, especially if you just want to slap something on there, put a sight right here, grip right here, whatever you want up here, I don't know. The only problem I have with this gun is that it is loud. This is definitely not a blaster that you want to use, like, if you're trying to go stealthy, because running around with this thing is quite loud. You don't want to do that. The other thing that I was actually kind of confused upon is that I thought this would be heavier than the Tristrike, but it's not. It's actually a lot lighter. Okay, batteries. I said I would get into it. The battery compartment is right here, which is kind of weird. You have to grab a screwdriver and screw off these 3 screws here, pull out the tray, it's a tray, and put in 4 C batteries. C batteries, not AA, not AAA, not D, not 9-volt, C batteries. So I recommend going to the dollar store and buying a pack of 3, try and buy 6. So like I said, 4 C batteries, put that in there, and the gun will rev. Wow, this comes with 18 elite darts, and I will show you the firing after I go over everything else. Next things on my list to review are the Stealth Ops pack. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. I have no idea. Basically, it's a bunch of attachments you put on your Nerf gun. Now, these ones are purely for cosmetics, so I'll go over my favorite, the proximity barrel. Doesn't do anything, doesn't silence the gun or anything, it's just on there. It's an attachment. Pretty self-explanatory. This is a foldable grip. Simply just put it on the bottom of the blaster, push this little orange button, it will pop up, and then push it again for it to go down. Pretty self-explanatory. Also very uncomfortable. And then this is the red dot sight, which is so pointless. It is just purely for cosmetics. Looking at it, it's very nice. However, it is completely useless since it takes 2 AAA batteries, I think, and the laser goes nowhere. I bet you can kind of see this, but it does almost nothing, and it's pretty pointless. Also, basically only for cosmetics, but that's pretty much it for the Stealth Ops pack, and I'll show you it on the Rapidstrike because I think it looks very, very nice on the Rapidstrike. So this is the Stealth Ops on the Rapidstrike. It looks pretty menacing, honestly. So the foldable stock goes down here, hold it, doop-doop-doop. Pretty simple. Proximity barrel goes up here, pretty simple. And then the red dot right here, kind of pointless, like I said, but it's better to aim down here. I mean, it's better to aim up here than down here because it's kind of weird. But I think this looks actually really fantastic. And with the Tristrike, if you put the proximity barrel the red dot sight and an 18 dart mag. It looks sweet, but I will let you do that for yourself if you buy these guns. On my second thing that I bought. The flip clip. It's pretty simple. It's two 12 dart magazines, straight, with this gray thing and 24 darts. And it is a waste of money, and I would not buy it. The only reason that you should buy it is you're getting two 12 dart magazines and 24 darts. Do not buy it for this little gray piece, and yeah, you can take it off. It's just really hard to take off, so I'm not going to take it off. Basically what I thought is that you flip the blaster like this, but guess what? You don't! You have to put it in like this. I'd show you an example, but I'm going to run out of digital stuff, recording stuff, so you have to do this instead of just flip. And you can't change it since these little knobs, only on the 12 dart stick mags, they can't be changed. Buy this only for the 12 dart mags and the 24 darts, because for 15 bucks, that's not terrible. I wasn't really sure if I should record myself shooting the gun, or point it at what I'm shooting at, but all I'm shooting at is a door and I'm aiming downwards. I just put the attachments on for the lulls, and I'm gonna shoot this twice, the Rapidstrike twice, one in burst fire and one in full auto, so you see what I'm getting at. And like I said, it's pretty loud, so just chillax. I'm having like really tough times with this magazine. For some reason it keeps jamming when I put 18 darts in. So currently I have 17 darts and it works just fine. So I'm just gonna keep doing it until I get to the last 2 darts. Boy. Remind me, this only holds 17 darts now. Also, yeah, I just put the attachments on for the balls, because it's amazing. Woohoo! Good job, team! Now on to the delicious Tristrike. I will fire 5 darts normally, and then I will slam fire the rest, so... And then we got the... Oh, I only had to do it 4 times. And then the... I just tapped it. That was the firing. Other than the jams, it was pretty decent. That's pretty much it. If you have an interest in... I don't know, watching us use the Nerf guns, hopefully stick around for the next couple of Nerf videos that are coming out, hopefully by December. Looking at you, my friends. Come on, we have to do this. I have a couple videos planned by the end of this year, and also I have 2 series balancing on both my shoulders, and I have to figure out how we're going to do it because my cousin lives in Massachusetts. Yes, you. I know you. Anyway, always looking for new subscribers, and I would love it to hear your ideas for Nerf videos. Obviously, I can do them if it's by myself, or if you want to grab some of my friends, someone who's appeared in my videos, or someone different. I'm open to suggestions, since no one has suggested anything yet. Other than that, that is pretty much it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you guys later. Hey, what's this? Huh. Thunderdale.